guys, what's up? It's Lauren from the YouTube channel LaurDIY, and today we're making this really cute statement necklace, and we're using this really fun tape called Teal Blooms, and it's just a really fun floral and a little bit vintage looking, which is really in right now. So for this craft, you're going to need a stirring straw, some fishing line, cardstock, scissors, a crafting knife, and then I've got my Teal Blooms tape. I'm going to start with my cardstock triangle here, which I already have pre-cut. I'm going to go ahead and fold this right in half. So we're going to use this as the base of the charms that are going to hang off the necklace. So fold it in half just like that. And now, just to make sure that it's going to be perfectly symmetrical, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the end here because we're not going to use that. And then push that aside because you don't need that. And now we're going to cut this into 3 pieces, so it's going to make a total of 5 because this one is folded in half. So we're going to go here and here. I'm going to go ahead and make my first cut. That's going to make our 2 outer charms, and then 1 more cut. This one's going to make our center charm, and the next 2 on either sides. So now if you unfold this one, we have our middle one. We're going to use this as a template. Then we have our 2 outside ones, outside of the middle one, and these ones, which are going to go on the very outside. It's going to look like that once it's all covered. So now to cover them, I'm just going to set this aside for a sec and pull out a few inches of my Teal Blooms tape here. So I'm going to lay this sticky side up. I'm going to cover up this middle one first, so I'm just going to plop this right in the center here. Just like that, and I'm going to go ahead and trim off the sides. So now we've got one side covered, and then we have the cardstock showing on the back. So we're going to go ahead and repeat that exact same process so we have both sides covered. So same thing, I'm just going to pull out some of my Teal Blooms and then lay this sticky side up and just sandwich that card side down right into the tape, just like that. And then same thing, just go ahead and snip off the sides. So now we have our first piece completely covered, so it's got the floral on both sides. And go ahead and repeat that exact same process until all your pieces are covered. So I'm going to go ahead and swap these ones out for my finished charms. So here's what they'll look like when everything is all done. Just like that. So super cute, so vintagey looking. And now we're going to take our stirring straw and pull out a piece of tape that's about the same length as our stirring straw, maybe a little bit longer. So I'm going to use this as a guide. Snip that off. And then lay the sticky side up. And now I'm going to take my stirring straw and just touch it at the very edge here. And then just roll. So before you start rolling, just go ahead and flatten that edge out and keep rolling it up. And this is going to make a kind of bead to put on the back so we can attach our string to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and snip off any extra I have on the edge here. Because we have 5 charms, I'm going to make 5 little beads, so cut these into 5 small pieces, and you want to make sure they're smaller than the actual charm itself. So if you want to use your charm to measure, go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to pop these right on top just to make sure they're all smaller than the charm itself. And we are good to go. So now all we need is a little piece of tape to attach that bead onto the back of the charm. So I'm going to lay a bit of tape out and just cut a short piece. Pop this down on my crafting mat and then cut this into 5 sections. And again, you just want to make sure that these pieces are smaller than the charm itself so it's not hanging off. Taking my big charm here, take my bead, pop it on. And if you want, you can actually pop the bead onto the tape first so you know it's centered just like that. And then I'm going to pop this on, secure it down on both sides. And you have a bead to attach your string through on the back of your charm. Go ahead and repeat that exact same process until all 5 of your charms have beads on the back. So I'm going to swap these ones out. And now I'm going to go ahead and lay these back out into the proper order. Next is my fishing line. I'm going to make a little flag at the very bottom here so that when we thread the charms on, they don't slip off on the other end. So I'm going to use my crafting knife here. And we're going to end up taking this off afterwards, so it doesn't matter how big or small it is, just so that it's wide enough that the charms won't slip. And now on the other hand, I'm going to go ahead and start threading on my beads. And you are all done. You have your super cute, slightly vintage statement necklace. I'm going to go ahead and pop this little flag off the very end. And now with the ends, you just go ahead and tie these up. And if you want, you could go ahead and add a clasp if you want, but I'm just gonna do something really simple here and just tie a double knot. Go ahead and pull that tight and you have a new finished addition to your jewelry collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this craft, and if you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you do try it out, make sure to send us a picture on Instagram by using the hashtag duct tape and like the quack quack duck, like D-U-C-K duck, because we love seeing your guys' crafts. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!